Oh, hi everyone. Welcome back to another stream. I'm back. I was on holidays 2 weeks um, because I needed quiet in the mountains. No people, almost no people to talk with. Very relaxing in Vorarlberg in Austria. And to be honest, when I came back, the last thing I thought was streaming. Um, because when I came back, I was like, fine, let's play some games. So I started playing Steam. Okay, I started playing some games like The Isle, a 2 Points Museum. I didn't stream 2 Points Museums. The Isle, while The Isle is just too heavy, it's unoptimized and my computer roars. I might try once, but I don't think it works. In the meantime, Season 8 happened. And there are news in the test server. Finally, we receive a Typhoon remake. I think I've been requesting this since a long time to the devs, and that's just cool because I, like many people, found Typhoons very cool in theory, but in practice, I don't know. Sometimes it could snowball, but most of the times it was a bit useless. I don't know. But I think this remake will make them more appeasable. Can I say this? Give me a piece to play it more for sure. I don't know if I need to go through this. It's not very long. I'm not gonna read all of this, by the way. I will just jump to this maybe. Let's see. I just didn't want to go into playing directly because I'm not in the mindset. But I downloaded the test server version on Steam. I think there is no matchmaking there, so it's going to be painful for me. Well, that's the price. I'm not sure how long it will stay there. So things might be unbalanced. Anyway, let's read it through together. And what I mean with this, I read and you read, because I don't like reading loudly. So, due to severe snowballing tendency, wait a second, before I need to finish this. So at least you can see where I'm reading with my mouse. I wonder if someone noticed my absence. Probably not. I'm just streaming for the sake of streaming. By the way, in the meantime, Rooster stopped streaming Mechabellum. That's a shame. It was my favorite streamer. But it's understandable because he was playing Mechabellum for money. Also because he found it fun, but I don't think that the state of the game, at least until 1 month ago, I guess, I don't know what happened in the meantime, it was just terrible, with void eyes, annoying as fuck. So it's completely understandable. Fortunately, on my hero there is not too much spam, and then when I find it, the other person is just not, it's just doing this in a very dumb way. So, due to the severe snowballing tendency of the runner, it became the only rail unit without range, yes. Typhoon was not any. So, yeah. Typhoons are good for snowballing, yes, but only if you can use them, which I don't. You need to be a specialist. It's like Fire Badger. I thought that Fire Badger needed also remake, and that happened, and now it's a normal unit. So, but yeah, Typhoon is one of those units where you either win or lose. It depends especially on levels. If you get levels, at least level 2, it's fine, but if you can't, it's a tragedy. I'm saying this based on watching other streamers, but Typhoon carry is not very common. With elevate Typhoon to the core unit here, nerf is a master molding tendency. Okay, nerf, that's good. I mean, good. I guess it's a rebalance. The snowballing tendency is being nerfed. And make it throws. Front line, chaff clearing, and anti-air unit. That's exactly the direction I was thinking Typhoon would take, you know, as a rework. But I have to say it wasn't. It was fine against chaff, but not that great. It clears very slowly compared to, I don't know. Oh my god, I don't play since a long time. I forget the names. The 100 arc lights, yes. With the AoE tech. In my opinion, I mean, it's more spammable. Also, there is one thing. If I'm not mistaken, Tarantula is 202. And I think that Typhoon is also 200. It's not here. But I think they will send Tarantula into another identity crisis because we have another chaff clear unit. And Tarantula, I don't know, it's not in a good state. It's playable, but why playing Tarantula if you can play Arclights, to be honest? Anyway, so I like the direction they are taking. Oh, so they removed all tags. So these are the tags that are in place. Enhancement parade. Finally. It was time. It was the only unit, I think, without range. One of the few units. Or maybe probably the only ranged unit with no range enhancement. It's very awkward to use because if you don't have range, they will. Well, you get range on other units, then they will stay in the front, and sometimes this is not what you want, especially if they are low level. Anti-air maker marker. Mark missile. So 100 meter radius is basically nothing, it's just a square. I think one square is 100 meter. Oh wait. Oh, is it one square is 10 meter? I don't remember. I think it's 10 meter. So this might be good, I guess. I've seen the... Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 10 meters. One box is 1 meter because I watched a short about this deck, and the area of effect was very large, so apparently, this is what the graphic of the game, the particles or whatever, they tell this story. So what units the range reduced by 20 and takes this tech doesn't exist on other units. Like the crab, it just had unique techs that I normally, wouldn't have. And I'm fine with testing this. This would make them good against air with long range air. So I guess against boats might be good. I guess against everything. It might be especially useful against wasps. Yeah. Especially carry wasps, they have tons of range, and you have also marksman tech for more range and more damage. So I don't know how this will impact the meta. I'm also thinking about Raiden. Raiden has already techs that reduce the range, and this would make them even more vulnerable. I'm happy with this because I don't like playing against them. But yeah, probably a nerf for them. Not units have the range. Also, the 30% damage, it's insane. Especially against Raidens, it's insane. And it fires every 10 seconds, and it lasts 10 seconds, so it's basically on forever. Reactive armor reduces incoming damage by 80%. This is interesting. This tech doesn't exist. I watched a video of Typhoon against bolts. It's disgusting, to be honest. They tank tons of damage. I actually think this gives the time to close the gap, but I'm not sure what. I watched the video, and what this means is the first 5 hits. I guess the way to rephrase it is this: the first 5 hits are discounted, so you receive 80% damage. This can be countered very easily, by the way. I don't know, with fangs or ranged units in general that don't do a lot of damage. Like Mustangs, for example. Maintenance array. So look, okay. So look, I will try this, but on paper, it's completely broken, in my opinion. 600 HP. This is super against when you have like mid-sized units. 600 is a lot, by the way. Imagine you have a front line of sledgehammers and you get the heal, and then you get armor on the sledges. These are like immortal. So, and sledges are bad against air because they don't have any anti-air, and this will be good against typhoons, I guess. And typhoons have wave clear, but sledgehammers don't really have I mean, they got nerfed because they had too much, and now they are kind of bad. I guess they are serviceable, but with mech rage. But field reassembly. So this is the same of the same tech that Phoenixes have. Is it going to be broken? I'm not sure, to be honest. My assumption is that when the unit dies and then it revives, then you get the 5 times reduced damage back. So it might be good, a good combo. Besides that, my god. Besides that, I don't really have an opinion. The fuck? Washing machine, I forgot. Okay. Wait a second, because it will... the alarm will go off every 10 minutes. Punto una sveglia tra 20 minuti per la lavatrice, tutto maiuscolo. Come on.
Ho impostato una sveglia tra 20 minuti.
So yeah, you give it healing, reduce damage, they can resurrect. I don't know. Wreckage chicken detonations. So this is like the arc-like pack, but on a unit that has huge attack speed. I think this will make the best chef clear in the game if you don't account for range, I guess. Because I don't remember the numbers, but Typhoons don't have good range. Even if you get 40, it will probably be shorter than an Arclight. I'm pretty sure it's shorter than an Arclight. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Typhoons have less, like maybe 50% less actually. So this is like a mix of chef clear from a decent distance, but with tanky playstyle. Hello? Field enhancement. So this is basically the same of the same tech that sabers have. Is it gonna be good on this unit? So it's even more dramatic. It's 70% HP. I think the range is the same, plus 20. I don't know. I really don't know. I think they are quite good on the line, like sabers. You can do like sabers, typhoons. I think it's a good combo. Yeah. Dimensional. I'm not gonna read this. Battlefield powered or rank 4 will not appear for 2 consecutive rounds. Okay, starting from round 8. Unit drop will include a pure supply option. I don't know what this means, to be honest. A supply option? You mean like the card that gives you +1, so you can have more units, or what? I guess this is what it means. But round 8 is already quite late, but I understand. It's a tech that makes a difference in the late game, where your only option is Titans and nothing else. So your board needs to be ready. Vortex and Void Eyes appear in unit drop will not exceed level 3. Weird, because a drop of level 4 Void Eyes is kind of rare. I think Vortex level 4, I've never seen it. I'm not sure how if the chances are balanced in some way. So some of them will appear more often than others. But okay, let's read the developer's note. Okay. I think this kind of change. So the thing with the reinforcement cards is that they can be very snowbally. And the tendency of these developers is to make the game more predictable. Holy shit, wait a second. Holy shit. Sorry guys, I just realized that I have different titles on different platforms, so I need to fix this. English, okay. And this is Mechabellum. Okay, sorry for that. In the meantime, let's check the chat. Okay, there's no one in chat. They try to make the cards less snowbally. I think it's a good that they make the drops more weaker, I guess, because drops can turn a losing game into a winning game very easily. Like, for example, you get, I don't know, in the burst, you get a pack of 4 Void Eyes, and then you add 2 of them, and the board of the opponent's board is not ready for 6 units, and they're trying to avoid these things. Vortex in a starter pack. I don't like Vortex. Is it good or not? I don't know. I think that if they add them to the starter pack, people are gonna complain a lot because they are gonna see them more often. I'm not sure how much it got nerfed, if it got nerfed in the meantime. When I use them, I just get destroyed. But if you use it correctly, which I don't, they are very strong. Accumulation shield, effect adjustment. Decreases the required number of attacks. Oh, this is a nerf. However, well, the interesting part is this. Each shield generated increases the required number of attacks by 5. I don't think that this unit spawned so many shields, to be honest. I don't try, I don't play the unit a lot, I don't like it. But I didn't have the feeling it's overpowered. I haven't seen streamers playing Vortex anyway. I don't know. I think a good side of having it as a starter pack, it forces you to play them. Because now they're very rare. I see them very rarely, which I like, but maybe it's not good for the game, so. No more water. Mobile power station, range increased by 10, 15, okay. Not very welcome, but okay. Grid integration. It's attack modifier to 45% per linked unit, max 135. I don't do the math on this. The math, not the math. I got drugs. I don't do the math on this. But the idea. Wait a second. Let me take the calculator. So, if we do 135 divided by 45, 3 units. Okay, so 3 units are enough to get the maximum boost. I think that the idea before is that you needed a lot of units because you get a less percentage. So I think that this is overall a nerf because that's hard to say. When it gets spammed, it's a nerf, for sure. Less attack, fine. I find that their damage is pitiful, honestly. I mean, they are good against chaff too, but they are not meh. I don't know. Not great. They're not a chaff clear key unit, but they have huge attack speed. So Abyss, each attack can. I have no fucking clue what this means. Each attack can now damage sledgehammers up to two times. What the heck is this? If I have a pass, a vertical pass. What? Wait. So what this means? I'm not sure. What this means is that they will take double the damage? Or what? They can be hit twice. How is that even possible? I mean, of course they get hit multiple times. So it's like a laser, so I'm not sure what they mean. Wreckage recycling, yeah, no one uses this tech, so discount is good. Scorpions, this is very. I was kind of surprised because scorpions don't receive love since a long time, and they get this new tech that increases the range by 15, reduces attack by 0.5, but decreases splash by 7, which is a lot. So I guess I need to take some water, for fuck's sake. Right, I'm back. So My fucking throat is like the Sahara Desert right now. Anyway, can I zoom in, by the way? I don't know what profile is this. Is it 4K? Is it 4K? Oh, it's Full HD. Whatever. Can I zoom? No. Maybe give me a sec, guys. Cause like I don't know. It's does it make any difference if I zoom in? Yes, it does. Absolutely. So let me close this out. I mean, for me it's the same, but for you, I just want to make it easy to read for you. Because I have problem. I thought I was streaming 4K. It's just that I don't stream since a long time, so my routine check is gone. So okay. Sorry for the inconvenience. Good. So Scorpion is not a chaff clear unit, but it does AoE, so I guess people appreciate it. And if you take Scorpion, you take it, you choose it because what do people want from me? Who is it? My girlfriend. Okay, I need to answer, sorry. Honestly, why do I need these headphones anyway? Sorry for the inconvenience. Every fucking time I stream, people call me and they disturb me. And the rest of the day, I'm like alone. So as I said, I think that the reason why you take Scorpion over Saber is for well, the damage, okay, but also for the extra AoE, especially against Regiamers, those units. And you also get acid. But sorry, this is very interesting to me, so I really want to Mechabellum Scorpion stats. Compared to Sabers. I hope it does a huge table. Okay, that Scorpions have 25% more health. Scorpions deal approximately 9 times more single target DPS than Saber. More points. Points of what? Cost. Plus 100. Okay. So that's the thing. I just want to. Okay. I will do something that I shouldn't do. Sorry. I need to first. I'm going for the AI route because I just need it now and I'm not in the mood. To make researches in front of you. Fuck. I hope it's correct. So, Saber, good. I also added the fortress just out of curiosity. So what you can see, first of all, attack interval reduced by 0.5. This is nothing, I'm sure. Yeah, because it's 4.5. Like it's like a random stat. You receive a random stat that is completely meaningless, in my opinion. So I don't see the point. And then for the attack speed. For the increased range, so range is a bit difficult for me to discuss. What is the base attack range? It's a bit higher. So what's the point of this, right? -7 range. So what? -7 splash. So it becomes like 14, 15, what? It becomes 7. A bit more than a saber, but not too much. So I think the Scorpions is a. It's really difficult for me to phrase what I think because I love the unit and I should give you a huge context. But I tell you how to use them. In what circumstances. I use Scorpions when I get Assault Scorpion, number 1. Just to use siege mode. It's just for the fun, right? I think it's a good combo. I rarely use the cards about improved scorpions. I think I've never seen it, by the way. Besides that, there are of course instances where I would take range, and that's it. Range and acid, I guess. And what's the other technology? It's range, siege mode, acid, and double attack. Okay. So this makes it closer to a saber. I'm not sure about the range. But then what's the point of taking scorpions, by the way, if you want to use this tech? I'm not sure, because people use sabers because they have a range of techs. They have their second gun, which I like a lot, but I don't run it right now. They have AA. They have entrenchment. I mean, I like scorpions a lot on the line, so I use them a lot when I can. But they have a different footprint compared to scorpions. It's not only about raw stuff, it's also they have different techs, so I'm not sure why you would make your scorpions worse, because this is non-existent. Okay, you get a bit more range, whatever. There must be some units that, if you get the plus 15, then you have 5 extra, then another unit. I'm not sure. But decreasing the splash is a huge loss, to be honest. Especially if you go against sledgehammers, let's say, or steel bolts. So my feedback on this tech is useless. At least and that's why I will play in the test server, because I don't know when should I use it. I mean, the attack interval buff is barely noticeable. I'm not sure. Is it worth to substitute range with this tech? I don't think so, because you're nerfing your units, your unit. What about siege mode? So you do range plus siege mode. That's hard to say, because you have already tons of range. But when I use siege mode, is especially because I use it for the single target. For the single target damage. In fact, you're going to face a lot of chaff in this case. So if you are not against sledgehammers, just the board looks different. Maybe, but then you need a slot for this. That's the problem. And is it maybe, no clue? Instead of double whatever it's called, double tap or double attack. I click it very rarely. I don't know. But it's very useful, the double attack. So, I don't know. No comments on this. They only, there is a word where you get assault scorpion and you don't buy siege mode, and so you have a scorpion that fires once a second. Sorry, give me a sec. So this is 4.5, and this becomes with a card, it's -2 seconds, I think. Is it? I remember you get 1.5 attack speed. But this is the only case when maybe someone would use Scorpion. When you get Assault Scorpion, for the single target damage, you get a bit of range, fine. This is relevant only because you already have a lower attack speed. This wouldn't work with Siege. The attack speed wouldn't work very good with Siege. So maybe that's one case, but that's also the case when you get like Assault Scorpion and you use it as a tank unit because it has like armor. But I don't think that I've never seen someone running tank. I mean, some people take armor, okay, well, against the chaff, but I don't know. This is huge. This is huge for the Stormcaller haters. So, okay. What's the thing here for these people? Stormcallers right now get heavily countered by AA, and the AA stays as effective. Let's say this effectiveness is independent of the Stormcaller's level. Why is this important? Because this will make the missile HP improve per rank. So it makes sense to, if you spam Stormcallers, or maybe you don't spam them, but whatever, it makes sense to level them up because they become harder to intercept. That being said, if you go from level 1 to level 2, you don't get 100% improvement against the AA. You get the 30%. I think this is just to avoid that people spam Stormcallers, because people bitched a lot in the past about Stormcallers for good reason. I'm biased because I like Stormcallers, right? But I guess I'm more the exception. And for me, when you get like a drop of Stormcallers, or especially when it's a drop, then I spam them, because if you spam them, you just destroy land units. So this is gonna be huge for me as a player in this case. Okay. For others, they are gonna bitch a lot about this. I'm completely sure, and this is probably gonna get nerfed. But that being said, I mean, this is stacking additively or multiplicatively, because this makes a huge difference. Like if I'm level 2, I get 30%. If I get level 3, do I get another 30%? Or do I get the 30% of 30%? If that makes sense. I think that the game works consistently with additions and not multiplications, so I think this is the case. But if you want to get a 100% improvement against the AA, you need 50, 60, 90, level 4 some colors. So 4 or 5, you know, it's 90%. Rhino, War Winnow, receives an attack nerf. A bit unnecessary, to be honest. It's not a huge nerf, but it's unnecessary. They increase the splash. I don't know, it's like +3, does it make any difference? I have no clue. Against, you know, chaff units like crawlers. The attack doesn't make difference in these cases, but does the +3 makes a difference against crawlers? I have no clue. But huge buff in cost, it's -100. Rhino, I think that Rhino deserves love because you don't see it a lot because it gets countered very easily, and I'm all for buffing rhinos. You know, there is the card that allows you to get rhinos at 100 G and gold. Maybe I say gold. It's like whatever. And for fuck's sake, I never see that card. But I swear, is Rhino a good unit as a chaff? In some cases, yes. So where Rhino has a mechanical rage. What the fuck? Since when? Huh? Is this new? I don't think it had it before. Okay, marksman. Assault mode. Small buff in attack. Fine. I think that assault mode marksmen are it's like if you don't want to sell your marksmen, you can make them assault mode. If the circumstances are good. But I also have to say that their damage is a bit pathetical. And also the AoE is not... The AoE is very inconsistent sometimes. You see that against wasps, for example. I would like to see this with a very small buff in splash damage, you know, minuscule, but at least you get a bit of consistency, because this is not a chaff cage unit anyway. It shoots very slow, but it would be consistent. I know that consistency is a problem against wasps. So quick riddled, this is interesting because you are getting, I think it's, some people use quick reload. I mean, lately I've heard that people use a lot quick reload. I haven't seen this. For me, it's fine. I didn't have a strong feeling about this tech because it reduces overkill, but it's not like you spam phoenixes anyway. I guess most of the people don't spam them, but I'm not sure. Maybe some do. But what this means is that if you get two projectiles, if you get a double attack, you reduce your damage by 10%. Is it good? Bad? I have no fucking clue. I guess it's a trade. Again, I don't use this tech, so I cannot really comment. How much? Okay. Very quickly, toilet break, because I drink a lot, but also, whatever, you got it. I didn't disable the microphone, sorry. I forget. I don't know why. If I disable the microphone on one scene, I need to have it, you know, it's not based on scene. That's what I want to say. Anyway, first year, burst mode. I don't have any feeling about this. People don't use burst mode anymore because it was OP and now it's not. I don't know. I guess they want to encourage people to use it more. I'm not feeling about this. Tarantula. Cost reduced to 100. Armor enhancement. Guys, it's armor enhancement that costs 100. It's kind of ridiculous because if you think about it, it's in a voice, this is a good tech for 100. This is a steal. Whether you should use armor enhancement on Tarantula, this is another story. I think that the devs want Tarantula to be more of a tanky unit. Chaff clear plus tank, quote unquote tank. You get what I mean. And I mean, it costs 200, right? What other units do you have for 200 that are tanky? You get sledgehammers. Sledgehammers are, yeah, like a brick wall. They stop. Tarantula is alone, so I don't know. Tankiness, armor enhancement. No, it's good against Chaff, but Tarantula is inherently good against Chaff, so I don't know. What about mass tanks? I mean, Tarantula is good against mass tanks. I have no clue. I think the Tarantula needs a remake or it just needs a rework in general because of the identity crisis. We got the Typhoon wave clear right now, and this is not going to make a difference. Also, Tarantulas are difficult to level up, so this is another problem. The level 2 is fine, but getting more, it's very difficult. Yeah, I think they should rework Tarantulas, but in the sense that, I mean, they could keep the chaff clear identity, it's fine for me, but maybe if they want to incentivize people to have like a tanky Tarantula, they need to give Tarantula auto attacks because it doesn't have the techs that support this playstyle. I mean, armor alone is not enough, in my opinion. Again, I don't have the game here, unfortunately. I should to see if there are changes, but I don't know. I don't think they added new text to Tarantula. Thanks. It's just about when I just click, I should not click out of this place. Thank Mechanical Rage 250. I don't know. I think that Mechanical Rage on Fangs is kind of trash. I think if I go Fang carry, I'm fine with level 1 Fangs. Because I take the burning tech, you know. Ignite, I think it's called Ignite, yes. But I mean, that's my idea of bunker, you know, being able to kill units that are bigger than itself. So I don't see the reason of using this tech. Maybe this might be fine if you take the chaff clear tech and maybe you get, I don't know, assault tanks. You know, mechanical rage makes sense. So let's say mechanical rage makes more sense if you level up your fangs. And it's just not my strategy to level up fangs, to be honest. No feeling about this. Crawler, it's getting a 50 discount on mechanical rage and acid. I think the devs think that they over nerfed crawlers. I think that they still have their identity, but at the same time, you need to be more careful with the text you choose, because there is like the tech that spreads crawlers, and you get minus 40% HP. And then on the opposite side, you have subterranean blitz that works well when crawlers have high HPs. Then there is replicate. I think replicate I don't know. It's a bit difficult for me. I run mechanical rage, by the way. Do I? I have attack, for sure. The attack tech. Then I have replicate. Then what? Subterranean blitz. And mech rage. Yeah, I think this is the attacks I have. Radiant energy shield minus 100. When I read this, I was like, Radiant has a shield? Since when? I'm not sure if the tech was there and I just didn't have it there, because I run range plus all the battle techs. So, you know, this makes Radiance more tanky. So, look, level 1 Radiant suck. And also Radiant needs techs. If you get a Radiant level 2, it's completely on another plane of existence. If they get a shield, so in practice you have a level 4 Raiden in terms of HP, it's gonna be broken. Because I hate Raiden spam. How do you counter it? I mean, you can take Farseer with I guess you need burst mode at that point. That's maybe why they are incentivizing Radiants to get shield, but also Farseers to get burst tech. But also, like, Farseers get outranged if you don't get range, so you need to be careful a little bit. I think Radiants should stay a bit weaker, Because when they are good, they become too good about their job. And then you get EMP, and then it's GG. Feature optimization. Don't know what it is. I haven't played Dimension Shift. Because I just got the card that increases the HP by twice and attack, so that card exists. It's not that. But I played once, so clicking on a player's name in the room now expands the social. Okay. Battlefield plan. I don't know what battlefield power is. I'm not sure. But I think this is the important part. Maybe it's the name of the system, but did not distribute XP equally upon killing units. I don't know if this is a buff or a nerf. It's not clear. But I don't know. Does it make a difference? They probably know if it makes a difference, but we don't. Fix an issue where accurate controlled units would gain XP. Yeah, this is a big bug. To be honest, to have on the line, that's broken. Because then you hack them, they get EXP for using them against your opponent, and then you find them level up on the next round. Anyway, but I've never noticed this. It might not be as impactful as I think. Then issues. I have no clue about this bug. I've never seen it. It dealt no damage to the barrier of a long-range air unit. Like if you get shield, like the 60,000 shield on a bolt, maybe it triggers a bug. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. When did this come? When I was on holidays, okay. Wow, so the patches are very close to each other. But this is just bug fixes, okay. But this was the day before? Oh, no. Mountain. I'm just giving it a quick read. But I mean, it's not like... Oh my god, these fucking patches are every 10 days. Incendiary bomb, nerf, okay, understandable. Spider-Man, speed increased, wow. HP increased, wow. Okay. Arc lights, shockwave, nerf. Charge shot, buff, okay. Interesting. Calling rounds, 150. Fine, I don't like the tech anyway, I don't use it. Smoke bomb on mountains, nerf. What? Last year we have some niche techs for the mod. So they are re-nerfing it again. I mean, now it's nerfed compared to the original. Version of Smoke Bomb. Do I like it? Do I don't like it? I don't run smoke bomb, I think, or if I do, I don't think so. Gun launch missile, I also don't run this tank. It's like rocket punch. I don't use it, and it's nerfed. It's okay. Let's go quickly. The fuck is battlefield powers? Is it a unit? I don't know. It's among the units. Overload, startup time, 0.6, okay. Garcia, okay. I'm making photon emission more consistent. Why? I think it was working before. Maybe there was an niche case where the delayed some units might get EMP'd because of the delay, I'm not sure. Anything magnetic armor effect. This look. I think that Void Eyes needs a better nerf than 0.5 seconds on the fucking EMP shield. So please fix your shit. This unit is broken. Was broken and unfun to play against. And it completely destroys the viability of tons of units. So acid. Good. Yeah, minus 50. Don't mind. Acid duration. 15. I think I've never seen an acid despawn. Backlight, shockwave, nerf. Okay, shockwave. Shockwave is strong. I guess this won't make much difference if you have, let's say, 4 of them, or. But yeah. Whatever, I think it doesn't make a huge difference. Chamber compression got nerfed, okay. Mustangs. Culling ground. We are really. Are you serious? You're nerfing culling grounds. So that's why this is a problem. So there is a tech that increases AoE and reduces the attack of Mustangs. This costs 50 if they didn't change it. And it's quite replaceable with culling grounds. I'm not sure about the mat, to be honest. I think that culling grounds, I think that it depends on the context. One is more effective than the other depending on the board. But culling grounds is already more expensive than the AoE tech, and kind of agree. I feel like it was slightly overpowered, not super overpowered. It was slightly stronger than the AoE, but I don't know. It already costs like 150 more than the other tech. I'm not sure. I guess if you want Mustangs to be a chaff clear unit, you need range and this, and you're fine. Maybe it's not that bad in terms of cost, like the plus 50 if you get only 2 techs. Some people do culling rounds and AoE tech, and you get a minus 80% attack. Does it make sense? I don't know. I don't think so. It's too much attack lost. And then we have what we discussed today. So look, Season 8 looks exciting. Go live 9th June. So in 3 weeks, 2-3 weeks. So look, I'm very excited for the Typhoon. Will I play the game to test it? Yes. But I'm also playing other games, so I'm someone who, you know, I just don't stick to a game and then I do some and then I come back. Like for example, I played for these 2 weeks, I played Knights of Honor. I mean, also before my holidays. And the kind of game where it's super exciting when you're playing, it's repetitive, and then you stop playing it, and then you come back. You know, it's this dynamic for me for that game. Right now, my focus is the Isle and 2 Points Museum. I'm not playing Tyranny anymore. I'm not sure why. I think there is so much choice depending on the context. Also, when I was playing 2 Points Museum, I didn't like I played it because I didn't want to feel the pressure of streaming. I mean, it's not like, I think it's normal to feel a bit under pressure to deliver content, but it's just because, you know, part of me does it for fun, but there is always that small voices in my head that wants to do money with it, but I know it's impossible. That's why I'm feeling under pressure. Sometimes it's not always. So I was like, okay, let's play 2 Point Hospital. Without streaming and just chill out. But okay, that's not the video anyway to discuss these things. Yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Please like and subscribe, bell icon, and comment. You know, I'm curious to know your point of view on, especially on the Typhoon rework, especially if you played it, you know. That's important, useful, I don't know what's the right word for it, for me, you know, having other opinions. What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? Maybe I should play Dimensional Rift more often. Range? Heal? Multi... 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. What the fuck is this? Well, I have no clue what this stuff is. Maybe this will encourage me to play it. Anyway, yeah. Let me know, guys, if you like also this kind of content, because I don't do it all the times. I do it for, you know, patches when there are things that are interesting for me and I want to discuss, but besides that, not really. So yeah, see you next time. Bye bye.